Hello guys, welcome back to a new video and to a new trade recap. So as always, I'm going to share with you the trades that I took, and this one I wait for it for quite a long time. For a scalper, it was almost 3 hours. I waited for this range to end while a lot of traders got cooked inside here. I'm going to show you exactly how to evade this and how you can predict whether price is going to trade and break here or to the upside, right? So this is a trade. Let me show you. It was from here. You can see that it was very easy to TP. All you have to do is to know or to wait, in other words, for the expansion to happen and avoid all this right here, this range that a lot of people try to short and then try to long, and they ended up losing on both sides. So if we go to trading view and show you the higher picture and how you can catch these moves also, although that we are, I would say, a hard week for, especially for trend following strategies. All right, you can see that we have pretty much the same thing yesterday, Thursday, and this is, look, this is from 10 a.m. all the way to 1 p.m. and this is also from 1 p.m. or 10 a.m. and this was all the way to 3 p.m. so quite hard for trend following strategies, but still, if you have patience and you can read the range and the higher time frame, you can navigate this price action. So let's go to the hourly, right? I'm gonna show you something. You can see that we had big expansion to the downside, and even though that we are pulling back potentially to fill a lot of imbalances right after this big expansion. So pretty much what is happening here, and the catalyst for Friday bullish move, it is happening on the higher time frame, and this is why we're seeing this pullback. If you go to the daily, for example, you're gonna see something really beautiful. We have this big move to the upside and it left a lot of imbalances, so we're seeing this pullback, right? And this is quite logical. We see it all the time. When we have big imbalances, price tends to fill them, right? Same thing on the 1 hour. We have this big move to the downside, right? And a lot of time you're not gonna see, and I talked about this in many videos, you're not gonna see just a sudden move to the downside to fill the imbalances and then continuing. No, what you're gonna see is that slowly price trades to fill all those imbalances. You're gonna see some ranges here, right? It happens all the time. It is happening right now, right? I showed you the daily. We had this big expansion and look what's happening. We're not pulling back with momentum. No, we're pulling back with, we have a range here, we have a range here, and we are slowly trading to the downside, right? So same thing, same logic applies to all time frames, right? So we are expecting a move to the upside to fill all these imbalances here. That's why I was waiting for price. When I saw this range, I was waiting for price to break to the upside. But before that, let's talk about the range. Guys, the moment you sense that there is a range, I want you to start drawing these lines right here. Very crucial. This is not lipstick or something, right? This is extremely important for psychological reasons, because when you draw lines like this to outline the range, you're gonna shift your focus from trying to find setups inside. Everything inside will be irrelevant to you, and you're gonna start focusing on the breaks above this high, or this line right here, or below this line, right? It's gonna be so easy when watching price. You're gonna just sit back and relax, and you're gonna let price do its thing here. And when it breaks structure from here to the upside, then you're gonna start looking for trades. But if we remove them all, right, you can see that you can't see the range clearly. This looks like a normal healthy bullish trend, but it's not. This is tricky price action, right? You will see this as a break of structure to the downside, and let's continue the trend to the downside, but still we have big imbalances to the upside, right? Not yet. You might try to buy from here, but again, we're still inside the range. This is not a clear break of structure, and you're gonna struggle here, right? You're gonna spend a lot of time in your trade here. And if we make, but here you can see the range clearly, and read a book, backtest, whatever. This is gonna be so much easier for you to navigate the range here. And you can see that if we extend this like this, price started to break to the upside. So this is where you start looking, and you can see that we came back to the range. So still we are inside this range. We have nothing. You might see that this is a trend forming. No, we are still inside the range. But here, once we broke this, right, this is not a typical behavior of a range. This is clearly, and there is a good chance that we're going to start a new expansion leg. And the higher time frame agrees on this. We have a lot of imbalances on the upside, so a break to the upside is only logical, right? So if we go to here, we start break to the upside, return back, small pullback to this imbalance. We have some sweeps here. I wanted to get in here, and there was no chance. So we have another leg. We came back, we swept this. I entered here on the 15 seconds, so let me show you what happened. So this right here is the 1 minute. Came back to the downside in a huge rejection. That means that we are in an expansion, right? And I wanted to confirm that on the 15 second. So on this leg right here, there was only this imbalance that could potentially reject price to the downside. So once we break it, and you can see that it did reject the price once here, but since the higher time frame is bullish right now, we came back and closed above it, and this was my entry. Don't be greedy with the entries. You can be greedy and risky with the stop loss. I put my stop loss here. I'm not expecting a deeper pullback. Again, we are at an expansion leg. You can see from the size of the bullish candles and the black candles, right? So again, you don't want to be greedy with the entry. Enter once price close above a level, a bearish level, and then the stop loss, you can use a reduced stop loss. And I exited from here. You can see beautiful clean move to the upside. And most of my trades like this, when I find an expansion, it usually delivers to my TP with ease. So again, if you go to the daily time frame, we have pretty much the same thing, guys. This is the imbalance that we still have a lot of room to trade to it. All right, we can definitely see a move like this during Monday, and then maybe we can see some rejections and a new expansion leg when we have some news next week, right? Also, there is the EMA like this. Don't underestimate the EMA, guys. It's very powerful when it is aligned with structure like this, so you will get a nice entry from here to take price to the upside. And honestly, everything suggests bullishness on NQ. A higher time frame is clearly bullish, and we are clearly trying to trade to the upside. I guess everyone can see this, But still, as a scalper, you can trade both, but you can use these logics on all time frames and apply them on your setups. So I believe this is the end of this video. If you have any other questions, you can always DM me in my Twitter account or leave a comment down below and I'll answer you as soon as I can. Now, happy trading and good luck.